Snail in my ear telling me to buy yet another dice set. And me listening to the snail, obviously, because you can't not listen to it. Hey everybody, Earthfoil Laser here, and apparently I'll buy your entire stock of whatever it is you're selling. Probably dice, right? Dice and TTRPGs and expansions and minis, colored or I don't know, maybe not pre-colored ones. I don't know which one would be better. Anyway, welcome to another DnDMemes video. How are you guys doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day today. Before jumping into it, I want to quickly kindly ask you if you want to take a moment to smash like button. If it only takes a second, I appreciate it a lot, so thanks so much for that. And yeah, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. In the other direction, max level Call of Cthulhu characters. Then starting Dungeons and Dragons characters looking at them. Look what they need to mimic a fraction of our power. Let villains have problematic attitudes. It makes them way more satisfying to kill. This is brilliant. Redeemable villains. But I like this. Irredeemable, hateable, asshole villains. Mechanically bad, and the name sounds like it's from a 10-year-old's creative writing project? Where do I sign up? Okay, we have this, and then what if it was purple? Yeah, no, go back. go back to the original, go back to the first one. Always pick your hostage carefully, kids. The big bad evil guy and the party cleric done with this. Really? You're using the Zealot Barbarian as a hostage? His death is a 3rd level spell slot for me and a free ice cream sundae for him. Yeah, maybe that was not the brightest choice for a hostage. Unless he didn't really have a choice. Zealot Barbarian was the only one that he could catch, but otherwise, yeah, bad idea. There's fire-breathing reptiles that can fly and also cast magic, but big reptiles that in real life died a long time ago? Nah, that doesn't make sense. Moon Druid. I'm gonna turn into a dinosaur for this fight. There are no dinosaurs in this setting. Allosaurus had never seen such bullshit before. Oh come on, why you got to do that to the druid? What do you mean you aren't a vibrant shade of blue? Me, during character creation. So describe your tiefling character to me. What color is his skin? Oh, just average white human skin. Not scientifically possible. Mage Hunter. A client's paid us plenty to end your meddling, then they take out scrolls of anti-magic field. Go ahead, wave your fancy sticks. When the enemy is immune to non-magical damage, the spellcaster's reaction, and then their reaction when the enemy is immune to magical damage. Confused screaming. What horrible acts have you committed recently? Non-D&D player seeing what horrible acts D&D players commit. When is one of the least horrible on the list. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you know it's bad when that's one of the least horrible ones. So, abducting face spirits with magic and forcing them into painful conflict against their will is a good guy move? At least the dead feel no pain. Necromancer. To the conjurer and druid. You enslave fake creatures or elementals to do your will and become a hero. I give the spirits of the dead a vacation from the afterlife and become a villain. That doesn't seem fair. Oh yeah, no, the life of a necromancer is definitely not a fair one. I mean, all the judgments that they have to go through. Literally without fail. DM. The enemy is standing in front of a 100 feet deep pit full of spikes, has a chandelier hanging by a frayed rope above his head, and has a bunch of cages of clearly abused and starving monsters all around. I will do a basic attack and then end my turn, says the player. DM. The enemy is in the hallway. Player. I open a window, allowing the sunlight to reflect off a mirror through a glass of water, focusing it into a deadly laser beam that will carve an ancient rune of destruction into the stone wall, which I then use as a focus for a summoning rite. And he just keeps going, okay. Oh god. The less you give them, the more creative they get, okay? Know the necromancy rules. I cast Raise Dead. Oh, you're sweet. I cast Animate Dead. Hello, human resources. That's not okay. You can raise them, you just don't animate them, okay? Come on, you should know that. Reject modernity, embrace infernal. Hey look, a tiefling. I don't like tieflings. And then she gets replaced with a tiefling, okay. Temptations come in many forms. The tiefling warlock looking at the sexy lawful good paladin. Nice. There was a meme in the last episode, I think, that was basically the opposite of this, and with the paladin looking at the warlock. That's great, they should just go for each other. I don't ever set out to kill characters, but I don't fudge rolls either. Name your DM. On one hand, I'm not trying to kill your character, but on the other hand, if you die, you die. Honestly, I mean, this is the most fair you can be and probably the, most enjoyable way for the game to be as well. Fireball? How about I cast Napalm instead? When the rest of the party is high as balls on combat teams and the new guy gets cold feet about kidnapping a college student for a month's rent and some gently used eyeballs. This is Shadowrun, clowning this MF. Better take your sensitive ass back to the Forgotten Realms. Okay, I don't know, this has a very oh look how aged this is vibe to it for some reason, I don't know. How's the good guy and who's the bad one? DM. You come across the Warlock and the Cleric fighting and have to pick a side. Paladin. Easy. I'll have the DM. The Cleric is from the Dev domain, and the Warlock's patron is a Celestial. Paladin suffering from some visible confusion. Perfectly understandable reaction to that scenario, to be honest. I mean, yeah, I don't know, what do you even do at that point? Both systems have their pros and cons. D&D 5th edition and Pathfinder 2nd edition. One has perfect kobold design, and the other has perfect goblin design. What if you combine them and have both the perfect kobolds and goblins in the same game? Real-world physics are not equal to D&D physics. Harem, I have an idea that will break your campaign. If it involves real-world physics, I'll allow it, but your Rune Knight will instantly die thanks to square cube law. Not happy anymore, probably not wanting to share the idea any longer either. D&D economy is whack. Trade offer. I receive 1,000 gold pieces and you receive a spyglass. When your Warlock needs a backstory and the first session is in 10 minutes. Yo, sign to get magic, okay. I mean, that's basically how it works, right? It doesn't take a long time and it's pretty straightforward. Just don't make eye contact while casting and it won't be weird. Marshals and casters. I will cast buff spells on you. I mean, what better way to show someone you love them, right? That's adorable. Good way to end the debate as well. What? They don't have 10 hours to plan encounters around our Coffee Lock Hex Sniper Goodberry Cleric? Why even DM though? I run my builds past my DM first and respect their restrictions, because I respect their time. Optimizers and matchkiners? Being confused at that one, okay. On the spot, improv practice at its finest. Me trying to think of how to respond to the druid player saying, I'm just a cat smelling for stuff, for the 3rd time this session. I mean, he's just a cat smelling for stuff, dude, come on, just roll with it, Jesus. This one is a little wordy. Legend of the 5 Rings. My social skill groups aren't equally utilized. It makes my intrigue conflicts feel a little flat. Powered by the apocalypse. I only have a handful of attributes, so role-playing scenes are largely narrative. D&D 4th edition. I only have one mechanic for non-combat challenges, and it isn't great. D&D 5th edition. You guys have non-combat rules? God damn it, I made medieval Mandalorians again. Create a religious order for homebrew world that wears exclusively plate armor. Make them really cool, with each one having custom-made helmets that they never take off. Give them unconventional weaponry like medieval flamethrowers. Oh, oops, just accidentally made some Mandalorians again. Okay, oops, how did that happen? Isn't there someone you forgot to ask? Lawful good paladin and Tiefling warlock, and the DM giving them intense life or death experiences to forge an unbreakable bond between them. You won't, cowards. Make the Dwarven language be Icelandic, Elven be French, or Gnomish be German. Yeah, all of those are a no. Make Common be Esperanto, like in the official rules, and then only be able to speak that when you pretend to speak Common. Okay, Mr. Snail, whatever you say. Snail in my ear telling me to buy yet another dice set, and me listening to the snail, obviously, because you can't not listen to it. They forgot that it was cast less than an hour prior, teehee. Bard, with comprehend languages, listening to the spicy conversation in Thieves' Cant between the rogue and the ranger. Yeah, it seems like he's intrigued by it. I just don't like rolling to hit. When my DM picks up that I only use saving throw spells and I find out that the big bad evil guy has enough rogue levels for evasion. Session 0 usually works too. Old man with 7 canaries, retire level 20 shopkeeper, and rock falls, everyone dies. All of those are meh ideas. Power word no. That is something that you have access to as a DM. That's probably maybe a better choice sometimes. You know, some of the others can also be useful in getting your point across sometimes. Been there a few times. Party. Enters into a massive ancient vault and rolls high on investigation. DM, after discerning the ancient glyphs, you discover the traps are not to keep things out so much as to keep something in. It's in fact not a vault, but a prison. The Paladin's reaction. I beg your pardon? Honestly, should be everyone's reaction. Yeah, good luck. Maybe try to get out and set the traps back the way they were on your way out. I don't know if that maybe works. You don't wanna know the answer, party. So, does the human flesh taste good? Do you like it when you wild shape? The druid kind of avoiding the answer. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna assume that it depends on what animal you use, right? If it's something that's used to eating human meat, it probably tastes good to them? I don't know. How many rich or powerful people do you see making major sacrifices for the greater good? Why don't the most powerful people in this D&D setting save the world? Why don't the most powerful people in our world save everyone? Good good question with really no good answer, is it? But mommy, hard to swallow pills. Just because you think an NPC is hot doesn't mean your character does too. Their priorities don't stress me out at all, thanks for asking. How my players spend spell slots. Ambushed and outnumbered. Cantrips are fine, clear mini-boss. First level spells should be enough for them. Green Dragon. That already took out 2 people. Maybe I should use one of my free fireballs. And then some random wolves. 4th level magic missile, lightning bolt, upcast burning hands, and fireball. Literally everything that was left. I mean, I don't know, maybe they're planning to, you know, take a rest after the wolves, okay? But I get 20 with skills I was supposed to be bad at. Player. I have a proficiency in history and 20 int. Of course I know this. Natural 1 history check from the dice. I don't know about okay? Happens to the best of us. Dice do be funny, okay? It's okay, you can admit it. You are among your people. You play humans because you have a feet fetish. I play humans because I have a feet fetish. We are the same. Okay, I guess literally everyone loves feets. Not feet, okay? Talking about a different thing here. Either I'm blind or you're crazy. Are the people who post about how D&D sucks and that you should play another system in the room with us right now? Where are those people? No, I'm pretty sure they exist. I think I've seen some of them before too. 3.5 really is an amazing system. You can learn all that there is to know about its ways in a month, but yet after 100 years it can still surprise you. 3.5 player. What about rolling a d20? 5th edition player. You already rolled a d20 and got a natural 20. I rolled a d20 and got an actual 20 once. Yes, but what about confirming crits? I don't think he knows about confirming crits, says the other 3.5 player. Base attack bonus? Skill points? Toughness being a feat that grants a character 3 hit points once and not every level, but can be taken multiple times to stack? He's got to know about those, right? My DM priorities are questionable to say the least. Write some actual decent world building and but create a 4-page long application form for the players to fill out in the over bureaucratic city that they're in. Oh, that's great. I love it. I would actually enjoy that. Alright, on that note, that's it for today's video, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like if you did this from where you haven't already. Also, thank you to everyone supporting the channel on Patreon and YouTube. I appreciate a lot, so thanks so much for those. Links below if you want to check them out, as well as links to the social media, Discord, anything else. And yeah, that's it. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day, bye!